WWE Hall of Famer Hacksaw Jim Duggan, and I know wrestling. And for the best in political professional wrestling, listen to the American Adversaries. Tough guy.
Well, welcome back, my friends, to the show that unfortunately does end. We got about 20 minutes left, and if you agreed with Sonny, or even if you didn't, you got 20 minutes to call in and let us know what it was that you think.
All right. And in the meantime, of course, that's Aubrey Kahn, our token African-American around here.
Token. No, I don't toke on anything. I token nothing.
He ain't token nothing, but he sure talks a good speech. Anyway, if you want to see what we're up to here tonight, you can go to our YouTube channel, brand new channel. What is it again, Lucas Paris?
That would be Adversaries TV on YouTube. Just type in Periscope and you'll find the videos. There
you go. And they're archived there now too, right?
Yes, that's where they'll be.
If you can't catch it live, you can always go back and see us on the archive. Jeff Sinnis is on the bridge. I want to go back to the phone lines now. We have Mark from Orlando we'll go to next. Mark, thank you for calling. Thank you for calling, Mark. We appreciate you holding.
Oh, that's fine, but I do have to run pretty quickly here, so I'll make this short. Chris, good job. You're right on about the harvest moon there. I think Aubrey confused a little thing about when you have two full moons in 1 month, that's known as a blue moon.
Blue moon.
Oh, blue moon. Sorry.
The blood moon refers to when the shadow of the earth falls across the moon, giving it a
reddish,
red, brownish appearance.
I'm sorry, you're right, but I thought a blue moon is what happens when someone does that in Alaska.
Hey, Mark, thanks for giving us keeping us on our toes here. By the way, do we have your email address?
Do you have my email address?
Yeah.
I don't believe you do.
If you'll stay on the line and give that to Jeff, I want to send you a copy of our most recent newsletter, which is coming out here this week.
Okay, I appreciate that.
Well, we appreciate you calling, and it's got coupons in it for like Cafe Positano and our other sponsors, so I want you to be able to take advantage of that.
All right. Well, thank you, Chris.
Well, thank you for calling. We appreciate it, and thanks for holding and being patient with us.
All
right.
Thank you.
Just stay on
it.
All right, and Jeff will get that information from you so you can get on about going to work there. All right. And once again, we appreciate that. That's right. It's a blue moon. And because this wouldn't have been the second one anyway, because today's only the 27th. And the moon cycle is
28 days.
28 days, right. So, but that's why we got great listeners out there, you know.
They correct me.
They correct both of us. I got corrected on Yogi Berra and Yogi Bear, right?
It's not our night, is it?
Smarter than the average day. Let's go to Ed from Tavares. Ed, thank you for calling tonight. I appreciate you holding as well. Ed, are you still with us?
Yeah, I'm with you.
Okay, go right ahead, sir.
Okay. The gal from California, I think she's a good candidate to be the first female pope.
I love it. I'm going to pass that on to her. She'll get a big kick out of that.
Yeah, it's a good candidate to be the first female pope.
Yeah.
But we have to realize as Americans, and why we are the greatest country, our founding fathers despised popery. They did not like popery.
You're right.
They realized all the problems it caused and everything like that. So what we got to realize and look at, popery is everything from our Mexican border down, and that's where the socialist Democrats live. Popery is about socialist Democrats and her vision and her thought. That's why I'm saying she's a great candidate to be the first female pope.
Yeah, well, this pope is
like it, but realistically, we are individual sovereigns. And our liberty is expounded upon in the Bill of Rights. And I know the Pope don't like that, and I know anybody that's a centralist, because they are a globalist.
Yeah.
The Pope is nothing but a globalist.
You're absolutely right.
States' rights, decentralists.
Yeah.
And that's where, the conservatives are for states' rights and decentralization of power.
Right.
Get away from D.C., move it back home. But D.C. wants to move here. Farther away, they want to move with the UN, they want to move with the Pope, and they want to move with everybody else.
Yeah.
So we have to stand up strong against these people, and when somebody like her tell her, hey, she should be female Pope, but she should also move down to Venezuela or somewhere.
Yeah,
because that's how they think.
Yeah, but that's that's what's, like I say, that's one reason why we do that segment of the show, so we can respond to that. And but you're absolutely right, and in particular what you're saying about the Pope, and in particular about him being this global sort of Pope, and of course that comes out in his global warming language, where he calls this our common home. You see, if this is our common home, then obviously we should all be governed by a common authority, right?
Well, that's one world order people.
Exactly.
Globalist vision. But
Yep.
we, the people, want localists. We want Mom and Paul to make their own living. We
Right.
don't need to go to big government and big brother
Right.
for our handouts. We need to make individuals sovereign of their own existence and their own destiny.
You're absolutely right. You couldn't be more right, in my opinion. And I'll pass that on to Her Highness.
Yeah.
Hey Ed, do we have your email address? I'd like to send you a copy of our email.
Sure, I'll give it to you if you want to.
Okay, don't want you to do it on the air, but stay on the line, and Jeff will get it from you, and we'll send you one of our newsletters. Man, you're the kind of guy I'd love to have join our American Adversaries Army. But you're absolutely right about that. And,
well, I work with Dave, and we're going to get him elected, man.
All right. Well, I appreciate that. Good deal. Good deal. All right. Well, listen, you have a great night, and thanks for the call. And once again, just hang on, and Jeff will get that email address from you. Okay. This Pope is... he is a globalist, and he's showing that. And obviously now, Catholicism is a global religion, and that's not what I'm talking about, and that's not what he's talking about. What we're talking about is globalist in terms of global government, global governing, and him going to the UN fits right into that, right? Him working with the UN on the Global Climate Change Conference and all of that business works right into that. Unfortunately, I don't think that the Pope understands that he's being used in the fashion that he's being used. I hope he doesn't understand, because if he does understand, he's not a very holy man. So I'm going to say that I don't think he understands that the forces of socialism, communism, and I'm not talking about his idea of it. I'm talking about the Soviet Union atheist idea of it, and the Barack Obamas and the Muslims, that they are using this man's good message, shall we say, to their evil ends. And I hope he doesn't realize that that's what's going on here. But that is what's going on here. And as I said, I hope he doesn't realize. But what we're up against here at the end of the day, and I've known this for a while, but it became more explicit the other day listening to Robert Spencer talk and reading his book. And I knew that Islam, values death over life. We've talked about on the show before. But I don't think I really fully understood to what extent that they value death over life. The true believers in Islam, who now call themselves the Islamic State, they call themselves Iranians, they call themselves Saudi Arabians, they call themselves Syrians, they come in all shapes, sizes, and colors. But to the true fervent believer, to destroy the world in the name of Islam is a worthy goal. Let me say that again. To destroy the world, physically destroy the world, nuclear holocaust, however you want to put it, is okay. As a matter of fact, that is a worthy goal in Islam. And this is how you know that it is not from the true God, that it is from the opposite. God doesn't want to destroy life. God creates life. Evil seeks to destroy life. Let's go to Diane from Apopka, and then we'll go to Teresa from Orlando. Diane, thank you for calling tonight.
Hey, you guys. I love you, Aubrey.
Oh, thank you.
I think the Pope...
Well, wait a minute. What about me?
I'm special, Chris.
I'm just teasing. I know. Go ahead, Diane.
I think the Pope is crazy. It's a very sad day that he comes over here and he talks to Congress and doesn't say anything about abortion.
Oh boy, I tell you what, he sure didn't. I very seldom find myself in disagreement with Ted Cruz, and I understand maybe he was trying to make some political hay here, but to say that this president was warned on abortion or should be afraid of because of the Pope's stand on abortion, I don't get it, because he certainly didn't make much of a stand about it the other day. And as I said on my show the other day, if you're going to say that we need to respect and we need to cherish and protect life from beginning to end, and then you're going to call for an end to the death penalty, well, what about the death penalty that we call abortion?
Amen. I cannot believe he didn't say it. He could have put an end to it right then and there.
He could have made a big point, yeah, and it would have been a much more fair speech in the terms of liberal versus conservative. You know,
I don't like this guy at all. I don't trust him at all.
Well, it's like I said, I believe the Cardinals chose him because they are desperate to save the church. Unfortunately, they may have guaranteed its demise in the process.
Well, I believe so.
All right, Diane, thanks. God bless you. We'll see you tomorrow?
Absolutely.
Looking forward to it. Can't wait to give you a big old hug.
Oh, yeah.
All right, thanks, Diane.
Thanks.
God bless.
All right, Teresa, please stay on the line. We got to take our last break for the night, but when we come back, we'll take your phone call very first. I promise you.